when the family finally, that's all we
I know
got.
it's got a lot of memory.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to point out the main idea of this excerpt, which was that when Afemilu finally got rid of her like American accent, her fake American accent, everything started getting better for her. Because in America, she was going through a hardship. She was struggling financially and like inside herself. And along with this main idea, I was pointing out the Marxist criticism lens. Like at the end, we was getting a description about how she had first got her apartment and she felt like she finally had a sense of having stuff in America because she was like put in a position to where she felt like she didn't have anything. So when this accent went away, everything got better for her. And the things I wanted to point out was cultural criticism and love. So I wanted to point out love because the first sentence says a family decided to stop faking an American accent on a sunlit day in July, the same day she met Blaine. So we know that the relationship she had with Blaine, it was love, but it couldn't last because they were too different. But this relationship with Blaine helped her build herself and her identity. So it's love. Like they help build off of each other. And literary devices I wanted to point out was imagery. So right here we got a description about the way that she uses accent to give off to people, like it says. The blurring of the T, the creamy roll of the R, the sentences starting with so, and a side in response of oh really. So this imagery is used to give the readers like a detailed example of how a family faked this accent, and it was persuasive. So okay, so with appeals, we can't really be persuaded that this accent is genuine in film because it says directly in the text that this accent was an act of will. It creeped with consciousness. So you know that this accent isn't real. You know that she knows that she's putting on a front with this accent. And so it film's character. Efemelu, she always struggled with identity. So when she came to America, she was struggling, and she leaned towards the American way. Like since she was no longer in Nigeria, she like felt less and less Nigerian, and she felt more and more American, but got more and more uncomfortable, which is why she faked this accent. And word choice. So I talked about the consciousness, creep with consciousness and an act of will. So if Fem was willing to put on this front for this accent, and she was willing to like have people know that this accent is fake, but yeah. And another line in the excerpt says, if she were in a panic or terrified or jerked away during a fire, she would not remember how to produce those American sounds. So this saying that we know that it's fake. We know that this accent is what is putting her identity like on the line because she's not a real American. She's a non-black African in America. And okay, down here we got a description about her apartment. So this is going back to Marxist criticism. We got a description of her apartment talking about like any day you can hear gunshots, any day you can hear like people from the hood, you can see things that will make you feel uncomfortable. And this is this is a complication of hers in the Marxist criticism lens. Like even though she didn't have these things, she was still satisfied with what she had. And okay, the format of the sentences and the phrases. So this right here, that I was talking about before, the blurring of the T, the creamy roll of the R, the sentences starting with so, and the starting response was, oh really, but the accent creeped with consciousness, it was active will. That format of that sentence is like, it flows. So like when you read it out, you will read it like how you were reading a poem. Like I just read it, like it would flow. And the format of this sentence is like giving the purpose.
Finish your thought.
The format of this sentence was like giving the purpose to really give off like the fakeness of the film's American accent, because we're American and we don't even do all that. We don't even do the creamy roll of the R, the blurring of the T, but we do the so and oh really stuff. Yeah.
So when you looked at themes, one of the themes that you identified in this particular excerpt that also manifests in the text is cultural criticism. So what particularly would you say that Adichie is criticizing? What are her thoughts about America?
I feel like she criticized in the way that America is like forcing itself upon immigrants. Like when you come here and you look black or you got dark skin, you automatically get this identity that's forced upon you that you black, so I'm gonna treat you like a black person. And I feel like she criticized America with that theme, the cultural criticism, because America is supposed to seem like the best place, it's supposed to seem like the best country, but when you get here, you can't even be yourself. You have to be forced into these characteristics, binaries.
So what I feel like I hear you saying is that Adichie has a perception that there is a very hegemonic perspective in America where, you know, our way is rule and it kind of works, and that's kind of it. Do you agree with her assessment?
I don't agree with the way that. Wait, what you say at the end?
Do you agree with her assessment? Do you agree that America is a very hegemonic place that kind of imposes its ideals upon you and really
yes.
doesn't?
I do believe that belief, because in America, like today, like me being a black student in America, I feel like I'm forced to do certain things. Like it's like expected out of me because I'm black in America and I go to an all black school and it's full of black students. So I feel like I'm forced to be an American, like a black American. I'm forced to have and possess the characteristics of the identity that America created for me.
Which are what?
Like it would be like not normal for me to not be loud and rousy like a black person, or it would be like not normal for me to like listen to rock music or something. And I feel like it would be not normal for abnormal. It would be abnormal for me to like go into a clothing store and I would be like, and I would have problems with like the employees because I'm black.
Okay. You literally have 5 seconds, so we're gonna stop there. I'm gonna ask another question. All right, Kiara. Then who's out there? Is it Tori?
Yes.